welcome to my channel. Well, this is mostly about the Wurkkos. I know it's Wurkkos, but I call it Wurkkos now because it sounds funny. But this is a great flashlight. It comes with this tube, and it's an 18650, battery in it. And what I like about it is it's a thrower. Of course, you got to have a tail switch activated. It's got a very nice hot center spot and then a wider spill there. It reminds me of the old school flashlights, that you get them focused just right and they'd have a beam like that. Well, Wurkkos is Sofrin is the OEM manufacturer. They make both lights. I think it's kind of like the way Rough Rider and Marbles are, they're both made in the same factory, but they got separate sections. They're going their own way, a little bit more colorful and everything. This is a headlamp, the SP40 Sofrin. I've got it taken apart because it came with a shorter tube, which I'm using right here, where you could run this thing instead of on an 18650, you could run on an 18350. Which is about half the size. I don't know where am I? Oh yeah, here it is. You want run one of these in it. The advantage is it's a lot less weight. Yeah, it has less capacity, but it's still the same voltage, and it's still the same diameter, 18 centimeters or millimeters or whatever it is. Probably centimeters. So what that does with this is allows me to mix and match. So now you've got to keep the tail cap and the head the same, but you can switch the bodies out. So I switched this one out, and now it's got a little clip on it, and it's more of a floody, because it's a headlamp type thing, but it's a right angle. This is magnetic, and if I want to put it in the headlamp thing, I just drop the 18650 in there, screw both ends on, and boom, I got a headlamp. Oh, see, it's proven it's magnetic. The advantage of doing this little guy is a lot of times I don't need the duration, the long duration of a bigger battery. I can still, tail switch, turn it on, everything, still functions. This will let you step between the modes and stuff like that. Everything works. You just got a smaller battery capacity, which gives it a much more compact form factor. Let me take it apart and put it back in its original configuration. So there it is in its original configuration. It's still not, overly super long, but you can see compared to a Baton 3 Pro, it's got a much longer head that way. When you stick this little body on it, it really compacts it down quite a bit. All right, remember how far that one was, and I'll put them back in the other configuration. And now, as you can see, they're almost identical in length. A little bit taller on the Wurkkos. And this clip, you can move around and everything, but what I do is I put it right here on this, and it prevents that little plastic dongle from snagging your hand. That's the only thing I find different about this flashlight compared to others is that little port, that little rubber thing tends to snag on my hand. It's not much, but it's just something you feel. It can be annoying. This way, this covers it up in this short configuration, and you still have the same functioning flashlight. And rather than leaving the the disassembled flashlight lying around, I just connect this guy up, and then you can configure it with the clip this way or the clip this way. And this way is better because for me it's going to be like a right angle flashlight. It's kind of like Legos or building blocks or something like that. Stop wobbling. Now, I I did try the tail switch on this body and this head, and it didn't work at all. It wouldn't work with this switch, and it wouldn't work with that one down there. I thought, oh, I just fried, I just fried it. I did something wrong. But no, it works. It just won't work in that configuration. So now we've got both these are 18650. This is going to be a little bit bigger because it's, a headlamp type thing, but it can be a right angle, like put it on your vest. And you can position this, you can move this clip around to where you want it. The same with this one, this clip moves around. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm not the first one that saw this. I believe it's Max Level EDC or something. I was watching him twist around and configure them up, but yeah, it's just pretty handy. It's just a pretty handy little thing to do. Of course, you have to have a smaller tube, for this to work. I don't know if they sell them individually. They should. Somebody should sell that individually so that you can convert an 18650 to an 18350. Basically, you're shortening about half, it looks like, yeah. 300 millimeters, I guess, or whatever it is, or I don't know. It's all metric. 18 is the diameter, and 650 is the length. So 18350, 18650. It's less than 300 less from it. But yeah, there you go. Just a little quickie there to show you how to play around with flashlights. Because I find this size of flashlight much easier to EDC every day because I don't use my flashlight on for a long period of time. I do use it, but it's usually a short, duration type of thing that I need it for. If I were going to go out camping or walking around or whatever, you can carry a spare one of these. If this thing runs down, boom, you just drop another one in. These are lightweight, pretty small and compact. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.